Hi everyone, this is Mr Neel Raithatha, also known as the Wax Whisperer. Thank you for joining me in my latest video. This is of a patient who attended with a severe earwax impaction in their left ear. And you can tell by the colour of the earwax, it has been there for a while. It's oxidised, it's matured. Freshly secreted earwax is more of a lighter brown, almost orangey in colour. And over time, this wax plug it reacts with oxygen, and it's just like an apple on avocado. It turns black, similar with earwax and dead skin. Now, they were very keen initially for me to avoid using any other instrumentation apart from microsuction, and that's because they've had a bad experience elsewhere where the practitioner used, I think it was an ear hook, and it caused severe earache for the patient, so they're very, very anxious, bless them, upon attending. So we just had to reassure them. Fortunately, we're just more laterally, this is near the entrance, you can just see on the right hand side those cilia, those hairs. And those hairs are protruding out from the first bend. So the first bend is no more than 0.5 centimetre within the ear canal. The average ear canal can extend up to 26 millimetres, so 2.6 centimetres. However, unfortunately, despite putting some olive oil spray into the ear, it's quite difficult to remove this using microsuction because it is wedged, it's lodged, and the exterior, so the outer part of this wax plug, the surface of it, if you like, it's quite rough, and that creates friction. So we're trying to bring it forwards, but it's not moving really, and that's even with the oil. So I was hoping the oil can provide some lubrication. So I am going to have to use an ear hook, but I'm trying to avoid it as much as possible. But eventually I'm going to have to use the hook in combination with the suction. And you can see that I'm just trying to touch the surface of this wax plug, because if I apply any more pressure onto the wax plug itself, it may well push it further in. I'm just trying to get a suction grip, but sometimes when the wax is this dry, when the surface of the wax is really, really dry and flat also, it's very flat, it's quite hard to get a suction grip. So again, I'm just having another go with the sucker. I'm using a different line of attack. Sometimes you just have to, it's trial and error. You work on a certain part of the wax plug, you feel, sometimes you get this feeling inside, this kinesthetic feel that, yes, this is actually, it's working and the wax is coming out. Other times you just kind of know, I'm kind of wasting my time here. So you then try to go for a different part of the wax. You have to find the weak spot, the weakest part of the wax plug. And unfortunately with this, there wasn't much of a weak spot. It was a huge boulder. However, I have managed to create a little gap just at the top, and I just reassured the patient that we're just on the outer third. And if you've been watching my videos, you do know that I'm not keen on using instrumentation such as an ear hook or Jobson horn beyond the outer third of the ear canal, the cartilaginous portion. So when the wax is more in the inner 2/3 of the ear canal, the bony part, I'm very reluctant, and that's because the bony part of the ear canal is very sensitive. And whenever we train our clear wax delegates, I always stress that. But fortunately we're on the cartilaginous portion. I created a bit of a gap at the roof, so I managed to glide the ear hook in horizontally before turning it like a lock, like a key in a lock clockwise, and I embedded the tip of the hook into the wax plug and extracted a fair piece out. Now I was hoping, because we've chiseled away, if you like, this wax plug, that we are making it a bit smaller, and therefore I went straight back to microsuction to see, because if it's a smaller plug it may wriggle out, but unfortunately it didn't. So again, I just braced the patient. I said, explained to them, no need to worry, we're just on the outer third. And you can see I'm just rolling this forwards now, and I just got in behind, I think. Well, actually I'm in the cause, there's quite a big plug there, and it came out like a cigar. It's a huge piece there. And you can see the patient's eardrum, lovely and healthy. And I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Now, apologies, there was no still shot at the end. Sometimes in clinic it's really difficult. I'm just so busy, and I've got one in and one out, and just don't have time to take all these still images. But nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed that video. Keep well, take care of yourselves, and remember, be nice and be kind to each other. Thank you, bye.